What's good, YouTube? Zeramus555 here, and I'm coming to you today with a evil deck profile, as you guys can see. Been testing quite a bit with it. Still not completely sure. I think I like the heavy trap lineup, but I'm not running Lance anymore, and I'd kind of maybe like to squeeze in another one. But I think it's fine without Lance, in all honesty. But yeah, anyways, as you guys can see, it's pretty much pure Evols. I'm running not very many monsters, but I'm running some weird stuff. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to start off, and I'll kind of go back to things. 3 Najasho, 3 Westlo, 2 Cerato, 2 Diplo, 3 Vulcano, and 1 Darwino. It's 14 monsters. 3 Rhoda, 3 Evo-Force, best card in the deck, 2 Enemy Controller, 2 Pot of Duality, 2 MSTs in a Heavy Storm, 1 Pot of Avarice, book Monster Reborn Dark Hole, staples, 2 Compulse, 2 Bottomless, 2 Solemn Warning and a Judgment, and 2 Mirror Force. Now, starting off, the first thing you might notice is I'm running 3 Najasho. A lot of people opt to run 2, but I honestly think that 3 is the best number. You're not always going to draw your diversity, and technically I can't count these as 3 monsters, so I'm basically running a 17 monster deck. The other reason for 3 Najasho is just the fact that you want to get this play off. You want to open up with this as consistently as possible, because it is the best play in the deck. Also open up with this, and this is really good, and that's why another reason I'm running 3 is because I'm running, 3 and 5 ratio. It's really, really good. So, also, as you guys can see, I'm running 3 Westlo. Most decks run 3. I've seen some people running 2, and I've actually been thinking about maybe cutting down to 2. But it's just a really good opening card, and like I said, you're not always going to have your diversities to, search out your big play card, so it's good just for consistency. Normally I would be running 3 Cerato. I would like to get another one. As you guys know, I did have 3, but I traded away my 2 Ultras to get 2 Alti First Ed Logias, so I have a set of those now, which is awesome. So if anyone's got one more Alti First Ed Cerato, please PM me, because I will trade you for it. It's pretty much the only card left for the deck that I don't have, so 2 Diplo, it's kind of staple, just hits back rows, really, really good. Now, this is the one that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you're a noob, why are you running 3 Vulcano? This card's really, really good. I'm running a very heavy trap deck. I have the protection, so I have, won games just by summoning Vulcano, and you just go beat down with it, and, every turn you're protecting it with a card. Now, the other thing as well is it gets under Bottomless, which is obviously good. But the main thing with Vulcano is just, I always found when running 2, and then I was running 3 Cerato, I do like 3 Cerato still, but running 2 and 3 Cerato is oh, freaking kidding me. Sorry about that, guys. Someone was at the door. So yeah, anyways, with 3 Vulcano, I just noticed with the 2 Cerato that basically with Cerato, he's really good early on. He's decent late game as well, because you bring him out and he's 2100 beater. But the problem is that even though, yes, he can hold you field presence, which is very important, 1900 beats, he gets around Thunder King stuff, which is really good as well. I just found that, I don't know, a lot of times you open up if you're unlucky with 1 Vulcano and you're running 2. If you're unlucky. And I just found with that, then you can't do your really awesome Najasho. Say late game, you have, 2 Diplos or Diplo and a Cerato or something in the graveyard. Late game, you can't go your Najasho Evo-Force double Vulcano play, and that's pretty much you get that off, you win. You're making 2 Logias or a Logia Dolka. It's really hard for your opponent to come out of that. So I just decided that it was obviously a better choice. Now, this is also because of Westlo. A lot of times you set a Westlo, you flip it, really all it was grabbing you was maybe 1 Vulcano or a Cerato. Now, obviously, with late game or something like that, you might only have 1 Vulcano left in the deck, and you're running out of cool options. Now, the problem I had as well was that you need 2 cards to go into Logia or Dolka. With Vulcano, you only need 1. So with the Westlo, he gets attacked or flips up. It also gives you a nice wall, because the Vulcano is going to special another Vulcano, and the next turn, if they don't, kill it, you just overlay. It's really, really good. And if you want, you can just, it also gives you really easy Zen Meister plays for Westlo, which every turn you're basically bringing out a Logia or a Dolka. That's 2 turns in a row. So I just think 3 Vulcano is really, really good. I recommend people to try it out. I mean, yeah, it's a dead draw, but I mean, you're running freaking Evols. You're going to draw these, you're going to draw these, and you're going to draw that guy, and you're just like, oh, I'm in a really bad position. That's the problem with the deck, because these are the only monsters you really want to draw. These you basically want to all stay in the deck. So, yeah, in all honesty, try out 3 Vulcano if you haven't. It's really, really good. I like it a lot. And I honestly do think it's worth everybody's time. He's just a really, really good card, and anything that I think that's going to make me an instant Logia or Dolka is really, really good. So Yeah, and then obviously the one Darwino is just there. I hate drawing him, but he's too good not to go into like Tyrus and Adrius, so it's just good. You know, Westlo makes him. Excuse me. So, obviously you gotta run 3 Evo-Diversity. I tried 2 and you just didn't see it enough. I don't see it enough at 3 to be honest, so I think you gotta run that. 3 Evo-Force, busted card. 2 enemy controller, I tried out 3, it was too many. 1, you never saw it, so I think 2 is just the best number. I actually won a game the other day on Dueling Network. Guy had Xian with a Spirit out. I activate, what did I activate? Dark Hole, I think? No, what was it? Oh, Compulsory. I activated my set Compulsory, he negated it. I set my Najasho, and then enemy controller, the Xian. And then the Najasho grabs me Darwino, and I XYZ the Xian and the Darwino, and made Tyrus, and I just continued to win from there. So yeah, it was pretty funny. He wasn't very happy. And then 2 Duality, I wasn't going to run these originally just because it kind of slows the deck down, but you do need a little bit of consistency. I was actually thinking about testing out a couple cards, like I was maybe going to just put 2 Lances in instead of this, or there was another card I wanted to try out maybe just for fun, which was Primordial Soup, which is the one that actually puts Evolsaurs back in the deck. But I don't know, it's kind of a -1, it's not really that big of a deal, but it is nice because it's a little extra draw power, so I don't know, I might test it out. I do like Duality a lot, it's just, you know, obvious consistency, but it can be a little slow sometimes. So 2 MSTs, Heavy Storm, would never run 3 outside the third one. Pot of Avarice is too good in this deck. I've seen a lot of people not run Avarice. I think you have to run Avarice in this deck. It's way too good. Just the fact that if you run out of Evolsaurs, you just send them all back, and you just start all over again. It's awesome. And obviously you can send back your Najashos and use them again too, which is good. Book's broken in this deck, and then those are staples. Now, as you guys see, I'm not running Deep Prison. I was actually honestly thinking about cutting out Compulse and a Mirror Force or 2 Deep Prisons. I just kind of like that ratio, 1 Compulse, 1 Mirror, and 2 Deep Prisons. I do it at my Hero, or my Samurais, and I really like it. But I just decided that Compulse was a lot better in this deck, just because I have a hard time getting around heroes and stuff, and obviously Deep Prison's going to, you know, banish their hero, but then it makes their next shining even bigger. So I like the Compulsory better. It's also just the fact that Compulse, you know, if they go to like Dark Hole my Westlo or something, I can Compulse and bounce it back to my hand. Cool plays like that, and Compulse is just more chainable, which I like about it. The reason for 2 Mirror Force and no Deep Prison is I just like Mirror Force a lot in this deck. I think that, like, obviously we need more protection. I do like Deep Prison a lot, but I might cut a Mirror Force and run 1 Deep Prison and just do 1 and 1, but we'll see. For right now, I'm just testing that out. We'll see how it goes. 2 Bottomless staple, 2 Warning, and Judgment staple. So yeah, it's a 40-card deck. I was trying 42. 42 is good, actually. I wouldn't mind doing that again. It's just so you basically, probably if I get another Cerato, I'll run a 3rd Cerato, and then I'll probably put in 1 Lance or something, and that'll be my 42-card deck. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, 40 cards, really, really good. I like how it's running. I'm just going to show you guys the extra deck really quick, and then we'll finish the video off. So level 5s, Adrius and Tyrus. I like having Adrius just for like gores and stuff, or just hitting, you know, face-up spells, really, really good. And then you got your 1, 2, 3 Logia. As you guys can see, I only have 1 ulti at the moment, but the other 2 are coming in the mail, so I'll have 3 ultis pretty quick here. Ulti's really sexy. You know, a lot of people I've seen only run 2 Logias. I think, like, you need to run 3, because I've actually had a lot of games where I've been able to bring out the 3rd one, and if I didn't have that 3rd one, I would have lost. So it's just like, you know, you can run 3, you might as well run 3. It's a really, really good card. Only 2 Dolka. I don't go into him that much, but there's some matchup he's just, like, really busted against. Chaos Dragons he's really good against. Pretty much anything that just, you know, relies heavily on monster effects, such as Inzectors and stuff. Wind-ups it's actually pretty good against too, so yeah, I really like Dolka. Shockmaster, MVP of the deck. You could just, that's the only reason why I like Vulcano, is just more Shockmaster plays. You bring this guy out with a Dolka, and you go like spells or traps, and you win. It's just like, it's just so hard for your opponent to get around that field, it's pretty dumb. 1 Utopia, and I usually am running Utopia Ray. He's actually my 15th extra deck card, but he's in my binder at the moment. So, but yeah, Utopia Ray is really good in this deck because you can go enemy controller, gather Utopia, and then XYZ for your Utopia Ray. So it's pretty awesome. Photon Papal Operative, I like him because he gets around, or her, or whatever, because he gets around Spirit Reaper, and you can actually do a Westlo plays with it. It doesn't happen very often, but I mean, you can flip your Westlo up like 1 more time if you already have like a Zenmeister loop going on, so there's some cool plays you can do with that. Zenmeister helps you do all your crazy combos with Westlo. I still like Roach, just because Roach, Logia, Dolka is usually game. Your opponent can't do squat, so it's really, really good. And honestly, Roach is a lot better than Solda. I was trying out Solda before, and for all the people who watched my Evil deck profile last time and said, oh, he misses timing if you do 2 of them. It's the same thing with Volcano. They don't miss timing. The only time they'll miss timing is if there's a mandatory effect in the chain. So if you bring out Diplo with the Volcano, the first thing you have to bring out is the Volcano and the Diplo, because it resolves backwards, so the Volcano will be the last thing to happen. Otherwise, it'll miss timing, so you gotta remember stuff like that. My Stroke's just really good, gets around stuff. And my only rank 3R run is Zen mains. The only way you can go into them is 2 Westlos, and it doesn't happen all that often. And if it does, yeah, I'll just go into the Westlo or something. But, once again, you can always use your Westlos with Evo-Force too, which is really good. And then you can do, another Volcano play. So, yeah, this deck's just a lot faster at spamming rank 4s, I think, with the 3 Volcanos. It's just a lot better plays. So yeah, guys, that's the deck. It's 40 cards. Like I said, I need to get more sleeves, so once I get more yellow sleeves, I'll probably put it up to 42 once I get a 3rd Cerato, which if anybody has a 3rd Cerato, Alti, 1st edition, please PM me. We'll set up a trade for it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to PM me. I think Evols is a very good deck this format. It's too bad there's not more people playing it, but it's very, very good. So I think if Rabbit ever dies, this will be the way to run Logia, which is very, very cool. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace!